All right, we're shifting our focus now to visuals of the COVID meeting that is being chaired by the Union Health Minister, Mansukh Mandavia. He has asked for the state health ministers to also be in attendance. Remember, there has been a resurgence in the COVID-19 cases. In just over the last 1 week, we have seen the doubling of not just the COVID-19 cases, but also the positivity rate, which is a cause of concern. My colleague Mayank joining us on the broadcast with the details. Mayank, this is a very crucial meeting because there has been a surge in the COVID-19 cases, and now the health minister calling for a meeting, and these in attendance are the health ministers of every state across the country. What are the details?
Pratibha, as soon as the number of cases started to rise and it went up beyond thousands, the policymakers and the members of the COVID task force said that all the states will have to put their infrastructure back on board, because remember, there have been waves of COVID-19 pandemic, but also there are many longest periods when there were no cases. So that's why states had to put back all their COVID-19 fighting mechanism back on track, and that's why we also saw last phase of last year when COVID-19 mock drill were also conducted across the country. So now, as the COVID-19 cases across the country are rising again, Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia has called on for a virtual meeting of the states, which is currently underway. He is at his office in Nirman Bhavan, and where he is chairing this meeting virtually. Minister of State Bharati Pawar is also there, along with the senior officials of the Health Ministry who are behind the policy making of India's fight against COVID-19 pandemic. And they will be deliberating on the issues of, pertaining to medical infrastructure, such as the number of beds that are available in the public and private hospitals across the states, and also the medical infrastructures related to the oxygen and PSA plants, ventilators and oxygen concentrators, which are, deemed very, very essential if at all society has to battle a pandemic such as COVID-19. And that is why this meeting is very crucial, because it will, give states and Union Health Ministry a proper pathwork, to go ahead as far as making the policy. And remember, there is a COVID drill, scheduled for the next coming Monday and Tuesday as well. So there will be discussion on that as well, as to how that mock drill will be taken forward, and what can be the best forwarded strategy as far as the management of the COVID-19 is concerned.
Absolutely, Mayank. But just to ensure that there's no panic, the Union Health Minister has also addressed the people and said time and again that there's no need to panic, because the number of hospitalizations have not gone up. Not just that, in few of the places we've also seen mandatory rules of masks that have come back in. Are we expecting anything of that sort to be announced today, perhaps masks being back in, because the Union Health Minister has said that that would be the best precaution to take at this point?
See, Pratibha, as far as the precaution is concerned, yes, there are words from the experts and as well as from the ministry that people should be very precautious as to what place they are going on, and whether they have any sense of sort of comorbidity as well. And they should be refraining from going to public places where there is a large gathering. And if at all they have to go, they must wear masks. But on the level of policy making, that has not come yet, and it is unlikely that it might be featuring on the government agendas today as well, because what the top policymakers are of the opinion that giving mask mandate to people, sends a sense of panic, and it can create a sense of chaos as far as the COVID-19 pandemic is concerned, and that's why it is on the level of just caution and precaution from the government side. However, you are absolutely right. Some of the cities and metropolitan area have given a warning, saying that the masks should be back, but it is just limited.
Okay, even if not made mandatory by the Union Health Ministry, it's best for the people across the country to wear masks and be precautious. Thank you for joining us with those details.